Hello everyone and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. How are you all doing? I really hope that you are all doing well and healthy. I can't believe we are already into September. It feels like the whole year is just flying by right now, and especially last month in August. I don't even know if I did more or less finished colorings than the previous month, but I did have fun with the colorings I did do. So I hope you guys enjoy my August completed colors that I have here to share with you all. And I will go ahead and clear off my desk and we'll go ahead and get started. The first book I want to share with you is from Coloria, their Mandala coloring book. And I believe I did the last page in here. I did this page to test out the Parku permanent markers that I was sent to review, and I really like those markers. They are very vibrant and they had colors that I didn't have in my Sharpie sets and also the Bic intensity set. So after I colored it in with the Parku permanent markers, the background I did paint it over with the black acrylic, and the brand of that acrylic is Apple Barrel. And I also have Sakura metallic jelly roll in the mandala. You can see it kind of standing out. And then the shimmery turquoise, I added Zig Wink of Stella on top of it. So everywhere you see the turquoise color. Yeah. So this is my coloring in Coloria Mandala coloring book. So the next one I want to share with you is from Travel Mosaic, Color by Number, and this is by Sun Life Drawing. And you've probably seen this book before in my previous finished colored pages. So this is the page I finished, which you'll see is like a Japanese scenery. You have probably Mount Fuji, a Japanese building, a lady with a kimono and her umbrella, and the cherry blossoms. I colored in this page with the Parku permanent markers. Again, I was testing it on Create Space or Amazon printed book, and then also in between the lines is the Pentel Sparkle Pop. Yeah, it's always fun. These color by numbers are always fun to do in between, like the colorings that takes me days or like weeks. So yeah, really had fun with this. So again, done with Parku and Sparkle Pop. And this is Travel Mosaic Color by Number by Sun Life Drawing. The next book I want to share with you is from Miss Fluff's Magical Mermaids coloring book. And Miss Fluff, her real name is Claudette Barjoud. I'm sorry if I said her name wrong, but that's her name right over here. And then she also included a picture of herself in this one. So I've been wanting to color in this coloring book for several months, but other colorings just was before it, and I just never got to get into here. But I wanted to try watercolors in this book, so I wanted to use Neocolor 2s. So I used the Neocolor 2, I colored it on the paper by itself, and try to dissolve it or activate it with like a paintbrush and water, but I didn't like how it looks. Maybe I was coloring it too much or something, but you can see the strokes of my coloring with the Neocolor. So it's also my first time using gesso, which I applied in the bottom part of this page, and then I tried the Neocolor 2s, and I really like how the paper held, and the look of the Neocolors once you activate it with water. The pink part here was just me testing it with the alcohol markers. This one part over here was with the Prismacolor. They were soft pencils, so I just wanted to see how it would blend on top of gesso treated paper. So yeah, so after all that testing, I did this page right over here, which was for several color alongs. It was for Crayoniverse, her purple eye, also for normal coloring with the green hair and green lipstick for Olga Rini. I sorry if I said her last name wrong, but here on YouTube she had like a cocktail themed color along. So yeah, so this is my first finished coloring using first gesso in the background, then Neocolor 2s. All around the border is just regular Sharpie, black Sharpie. The bubbles and the jellyfish, I outlined them with white Posca. And then everything else, oh wait, no, the green seaweed things were colored in with Zig clean color real brush. And then you can see the little shimmery shine on it. That is the Nuvo glitter marker. And then also on her dress I used the Nuvo glitter marker, the silver one, on the dots. But she is colored in with Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Oh no, stickles right over here. Then that's it. Oh, I did sprinkle some white acrylic paint everywhere using a toothbrush. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope I continue using the gesso for other colorings, because when I first opened it, and I've had it for like over a year, I think, there was like, it separated, so I had to like mix it up before I used it again. So, but it, you know, just by mixing it up, it worked really great. It's not so warped or anything. And I had it flattening underneath the heavy book, so it really looks good. I like it. So yeah, this is my page from Miss Fluff's Magical Mermaids coloring book. The next book I want to share with you is from Worlds Within Worlds. This is illustrated by Kirby Rosanes. So I did my first double page spread, my first coloring in this book, and it is the Russian dolls right over here. And the background, I started off with the background first. I did use the Apple Barrel black acrylic paint, the matte one, to do the background. And I was trying to decide how to do this part right here in the middle of the dolls, because, you know, it is open. I was like, should I make it dark all the way through? But then I wanted it to look like, you know, when you open the dolls, it's like their own atmosphere kind of thing. So I don't know if it translated well, but you know, that's how it ended up when I finished it. So in the skies behind the buildings, I used the Stabilo Carbothello pastel pencils, and it was my first time using it, so I'm still learning how to blend with them. Need a lot of work. I don't know if it's noticeable, but yeah, it's like you can see one blue line and then the rest is the light blue, but hopefully I can learn how to transition to colors. So I based some parts of the dolls with the red ink tints, and then everything else was colored with both Faber-Castell Polychromos and the Prismacolor Premier. I also used the black Sakura glaze, and then also white Posca in certain areas of the page. So you can see the black Posca, the Sakura black glaze. I tried to make sure I put some in each of the dolls. But yeah, lots of details, but it was a lot of fun coloring this page in. Yeah, so this is my finished page in Kirby Rosanes' World Within Worlds. The next book I want to share with you is Summer Nights by Hannah Carlzon. You probably already know which picture I'm going to show because I've shown this double page spread a couple times in my previous videos. So it is this one, oops, sorry, put this aside. So I wanted to try doing a bouquet background using pan pastels, and I'm finally breaking into the pan pastels. So yeah, and at first, I wasn't excited about it, about how it looks, because it started getting like kind of like blurred in the middle. But then when I look at it now, I like how it's a lot more, the circles are a lot more defined in the outside area, and then instead of focusing on the circles in the middle, you're focused on the lady and the birds. So yeah, and I'm really thankful for everyone that commented, that let me know that the background was okay, it's good enough kind of thing. So yeah, I'm glad I just left it. So thank you guys for your suggestions. And yeah, so I colored pretty much the birds and the girl, her tattoos and everything, in with Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. Her skin was colored in with Faber-Castell Polychromos, and then I also used Caran d'Ache Luminance, the color Buff Titanium, to just kind of go over the rest of her skin. And I also used the Skin Tone Posca pens. Yeah, Skin Tone Posca pens. And what I did, I think I showed it before, where I would put it in like a scratch paper, just like blot down a little bit of the paint, and then I get like a really fine paintbrush, lift it up, and then I outlined the black lines. So, and it's not so stark white like with the regular white Posca. It's the ivory. I think the tone I used was the ivory skin tone of the Posca marker pens. So Posca paint pens, sorry. And I really like how it softens her skin. She actually looks like an aunt of mine, because she had really high cheekbones. And yeah, I just like that her blush is like subtle, and I wasn't really sure about the color of her lips, but it's there. I like how it stands out from the whole picture. I also used Sakura Stardust in the details of the birds, some in the beads right over here, and then on her earrings, or one earring. And then for the pink beads, I just filled it in with the Nuvo glitter marker that I shared in my last haul. So it's, yeah. And then also white Posca for the gem. So I'm really happy with the way this double page spread came together. I'm glad I just took my time with it. Really took my time with it. So but yeah, I also entered this in for Kate and Debbie of Color Me Stress Free. I believe they are both the ones for the HK color along to do colorings in Hannah Carlzon's book. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is my double page spread from Summer Nights by Hannah Carlzon. The next book is actually kind of big. It's my first coloring in Color Quest. This book was enabled by the lovely Danny Buttons, and actually I think it's the whole Color Quest line. I think she pretty much enabled me to pick them up. But the page I did is this one, which is the wolf, and you can see that it doesn't really match the colors here, but it's close enough. And I really like how it stands out. It looks like a husky to me, but I think it's a wolf. I used Parku permanent markers for this one. And I did put like an extra cardstock behind it, but even though I did that, it didn't go all the way through. So, I mean, as long as you don't keep going over the same area, I think you would be okay. But just to be cautious, so we don't color on the next page, always put something behind it, like a cardstock or one of those dollar store cutting boards. So yeah, so this is my page from Color Quest, and I forgot to say, this is illustrated by Joanna Webster. So I have a couple of PDFs that I want to share with you. I'll be right back. The next one I want to share with you, my next completed coloring, is this illustration by Audrey Kawasaki. She created this illustration to give to everyone to color in during the beginning of the COVID pandemic. And yeah, it's a free illustration. I believe it's still available, so if you want to check out her website, I'll leave the link down below in the video description. So this illustration, I colored it in with the first set of Felissimo 500 colored pencils that I received, and the set is called Happy Winter. I did do a video of the unboxing of that subscription box, and yeah, I wanted to go ahead and start coloring an illustration using those pencils, and I thought this one would be perfect for that set. And so you can see it really blended nicely, the pencils all together. This one's actually, I think, 3 or 4 colors in this one for the fox. And then the leaves, I tried to mix it up. This one has more of like the reddish brown. This one has more of the purple. And yeah, and then you can see in the mushroom, I did use 3 different pencils, and in the bag, same colors, to mix it up. I was able to do skin tones with a couple of the pencils also. The background was done with the soft Muñoz soft pastels. Sorry, got that wrong. But my sister helped me pick out the background. I kept debating between colors, and she helped me finally break down which one I want to use. So yeah, with the Muñoz soft pastels, and then I also used the Stickles glitter gel for the mushroom, the white part of the mushroom, and then the little bubbles all around. I colored it first with like the dark blue of the Nouveau glitter markers, and then I used the silver to make a smaller circle to make it kind of look like it's rounded in 3D. Then also added white Posca to make just like a little thing right there. Yeah, and then little white Posca dots everywhere. It's hard to see unless if you're close, but I'm planning to gift this illustration to my little niece. Well, she's not little anymore. she's gonna be turning 11 next month, and she's a, what do you call it, 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo. So she can beat me up if she wanted to. So but her birthday is coming up, so and this little girl, it looks like her, and when I see it, I see her. So I hope she likes this coloring, which I'll gift to her next month. So yeah, so this illustration is by Audrey Kawasaki. My last completed coloring that I want to share with you is by Hannah Lynn. This illustration is only available through her Patreon, which I just recently became a member of. Is it member, follower, or subscriber? I can't remember. Sorry. But I don't know why it took me so long, but it wasn't until I saw this illustration, and then Effie Colors from Instagram, she was doing a color along about dinosaurs, and I took it as a sign that I have to just jump in and be a member of her Patreon. Yeah. So I've only been there for 1 month, so yeah, so I'm just so happy that I finally joined, and I was happy that I was able to join Effie's color along for her dinosaur color along. So this illustration was based with Mosaic markers. You can see here, and then I used the Cezanne 2 colored pencils to just color it all in. And then I also used white Posca just to line the tops of the clouds, and then the little dots on their eyes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else. Oh well, actually on the pattern on the dinosaur, there is Zig Winkastella, and then that's it. Yeah, I don't think I added anything else. But yeah, I don't remember what the name is for this illustration, but again, this illustration is only through Hannah Lynn's Patreon. So yeah, this is the final coloring for August. I'll go ahead and share with you what I'm currently working on that you will see for next month's finished colorings. The first one of my whips is from this book, which is Mythical Mermaids, Mosaic color by number coloring books for adults. This one is called Enchanted Fantasy Women Under the Ocean, and it's by Color Questopia. This is my only Color Questopia that I have, and I started off first with just coloring a couple of pages with alcohol markers of different colored skin tones. So I have this one, and this one. And then I also made a list because I started coloring it in with the Staedtler dual brush markers. But I'm not really liking it on this paper. It just feels like it's so scratchy, and I just don't like that feeling. So I'm thinking after I finish coloring in her fin, which is number 7, I'll probably come back in with just using any kind of alcohol markers to color it in. So hopefully I can finish this up really quick if I can find the right colors, because some of the Color Quest colors are just, I don't know, like this one is dark pink, and I'm like, I don't know, that wouldn't look like dark pink to me. There's other colors that were just like baby blue and sky blue just look so close together. But anyways, yeah, so this is my first whip, and then I have one more. So this book is the Coloring Heaven magazine. Actually, it's a magazine, not a book, and this is Fantasy Princess Special issue number 61, and it's by Josh Lee Arts. I am doing a buddy color with the lovely Sandra. She picked out for us to do the Princess Bee. So this is what I have going on right now. I'm slowly working through it as much as I can. I keep going back and forth, like sitting down to color and going up and sitting down again. So I'm never really sitting still at my desk unless if I'm recording. So yeah, so I have plans to just finish up shading her up, and then I'm gonna do the background. I'm actually planning to do acrylic background, and then I'm going to be using a lot of the Stickles glitter gel also. So I can't wait to see how it looks like, because I see it in my head, and hopefully what I see there is projected onto this page. But yeah, so those are my last 2 whips, and let's see, oops, I'll just leave it here. So before I let you all go, if you have been watching my coloring channel for a while, you know that I love to participate in color alongs. Every one of my colorings have been for several different kinds of color alongs, and right now in September there is a special color along going on Instagram that is dedicated to Jen, who is known as at colormejen 2018, and that's on Instagram. And from what I heard, actually read, she unexpectedly passed away last month, and you know, I didn't get a chance to know her personally, but the way I did get to know her is through her comments on my posts. And she was always so sweet and kind, and especially encouraging, which I believe she acted similarly to everyone she followed. So right now, several of our friends put together a color along to celebrate her, the person she is, the hobby she loved, and the kindness she gives to everyone. So if you would like to join the color along and contribute a coloring in her honor, please, you know, on that coloring, just add the hashtag colormejen when you post it on Instagram. Your coloring can be from any page, any book, using any medium, and they just ask that you color it in with love and kindness like Jen would have. If you would like more information about the color along, I did see it through a post by at Beth Ann McGill. Hopefully I have it up on the screen, but I also have the information down in the video description. Another thing is, before I did this recording, I did see a video by Jackie, who is known as Adult Coloring for UFOs, who was best friends with Jen, and they did many buddy colors, and she put up a beautiful tribute video of their colorings together, and I really encourage you guys to check it out. I'll link that video down below also. So, thank you all for listening, and especially if you decide to participate. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I've colored for August. I want to thank you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, please take care out there and keep safe, stay healthy. I'm sending you guys all the love and hugs I can give and have lots of fun and happy colorings, my friends. Bye-bye.